is going on, everybody? This is Gabriel Jones giving you a drop of sun any chance I get. And today, I got a real challenge on my hands. I'm doing a new reaction to Walker Hayes for his album, Country Stuff, the album. Oh God, Walker Hayes. What a character to discuss on my channel. He's a country singer originating from Alabama who kind of struggled to hit his stride for many years. He already had 2 albums under his belt called Reason to Rhyme and Boom, but no one really seemed to have noticed him as much. But fast forward to 2021, and there came a song. One ginormous, ungodly song. Yeah, so we were given Fancy Like, a viral TikTok hit that was certified 2 times platinum in America and reached number 3 on the Billboard Hot 100. As many of you might recall, I ranked the song at number 1 on my worst list for 2021. But eventually, I let my pal Roadrunner talk me into putting out this video, and here we are. So let's see if Walker Hayes' music really is on par with Fancy Like, or if there's more to him and he's got the right stuff. The right country stuff, if you might call it. First things first, I do want to give a shout out to Ghosty for correctly guessing my Mitski reaction from last week. Thank you so much, and I hope you enjoyed this video. And I also want to give a shout out to Jess and Zena of Trans Girl Therapist who are currently supporting me on Patreon. You guys can do that yourselves. The link is going to be on screen. Thank you guys so much once again for supporting my channel, and I absolutely adore you both. And now, let's put on our country hats and get into Walker Hayes' new record. I'm not going to wear this throughout the whole video because it's just going to be distracting, but you get the right idea. Track number 1, Drinking Songs. I love how distinct that acoustic guitar is. It has a really pure sound to it. Cigar Regrets. Ooh. Weird name to give them, but I guess I dig it. These backing vocals are a little bit weird. I don't know if I fully vibe with them. Oh, look at that. A song that actually appreciates the concept of alcoholism. Every morning when I wake up, it's just gonna stick in my brain. There's a lot of grit to this song that I wouldn't have expected from Walker Hayes, which I'll give him props for. Give me some heaven with a little bit of hell. I kind of like how he sort of plays on the whole mixing metaphor there. Pretty cool. Okay, so that was Drinking Songs, and not my favorite country song in the world. I kind of like how he seems to be finding a lot of solace in the bottom of the bottle now that his supposed girlfriend has sort of dumped him, and now he's just sitting at a bar all by himself, just like wallowing in his feelings and all that. But he seems to be like really enjoying like the whiskey that he's just guzzling down his throat. Production-wise, I wasn't a big fan of it. The clapping effects just didn't like fit too well or weren't mixed very well, and I wasn't digging that those backing vocals. Although I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be like a bard chant type of song, but still, I don't know if it was done right. So yeah, I don't know if I'm totally on board with that song. Not the best opening track. Track number 2, Double A. Ooh, okay. This kind of has a bit of a groove to it. Wanted to mix his coffee with whiskey. Okay, that's a pretty funny line, talking about how he may not be that impressive of a husband. You know, it can be a bit of a hassle to sort of break the habit, but you can get there. Oh, hitting those high notes right there, aren't we, Walker? And just holding them, damn. How do you know that the rules aren't going to be switched? Okay, so Double A, or AA as they say in the song. And yeah, I actually kind of like that one a bit. It's him sort of singing about all the struggles that he's facing in his everyday life, with him trying to be a good father, trying to be a good husband, and trying his best to stay away from drugs. He wants to provide for his family and, you know, not make the same mistakes that his father made, but every once in a while he sort of fears that he's gonna venture off into that territory. I also kind of like the production, how it's very like dopey in a way, and how it's like very lighthearted, and there's sort of like a comedic tone to it. Like, I actually think with this song, Walker Hayes managed to be funny on purpose, as opposed to Fancy Like, which didn't really hit that comedic bullseye, if you would call it. Yeah, and honestly, yeah, I think that one is a pretty fun one, and yeah, kind of gave me a bit of a chuckle. Track number 3, Life With You. The guitar plucking is very interesting, I will say. I want to do life with you. A very interesting choice of words. He'll be better than Lance Armstrong, let me tell you that. He ain't gonna be doping. Okay, these backing vocals, I think, are much better than drinking songs. I kind of like this old-timey sound that's serving as the outro. Okay, so Life With You. Yeah, that one was a pretty nice and pretty sweet song to sing to your lovely girl. I will say that I don't think that Walker Hayes' singing performance is too strong on this one. He seems a bit too laid back, and I really just want to feel that passion when he's singing to the woman of his life, you know? But yeah, it has a nice little sentiment to it, and honestly, it's just your typical love song where it's like, I was lost until I found you. I don't really have much to say about it, like, aside from what I've already said, so let's just move forward. Track number 4, You Girl. Ooh! Ooh! The drumming on this one is super intense. Mud on the boots, total turn on. Like, yo! The way he just escalates his voice and just shoots it up. Yo, like the way he just delivers that line, like holy crap. You could just model any type of jeans and you would look sexy. Okay, these backing vocals, I gotta say, I'm really vibing with. Okay, we just doing whatever now. Okay, so You Girl. That one was a pretty fun one. I kind of liked the vibe it gave off, the tone, the atmosphere, like with him like just singing seductively to this girl that he really wants to get with. This one I really feel like he had a lot of fun recording. You can really sense it in the tone of his voice. I just love the intensity with the acoustic guitar and the drumming. Production-wise, it sounds pretty nice, and honestly, yeah, it's a pretty fun song to get down with. Track number 5, DeLorean. Okay. I'm liking the composition here. It seems to have a very melancholic feel to it. I have a really bumping sort of car. Yeah, we drunk kissing for real. Ooh, damn, losing shirts here. We really heating up now. I kind of like the connection between his car and Back to the Future. You know, it kind of seems like a little subtle way to reference the film. Ooh, I kind of like this guitar plucking right here on the final chorus. Seems nice to listen to. Okay, so DeLorean. That one was a pretty sweet song. I actually like it a lot more than Life With You. I think it's a much nicer sentiment to send to his sweetheart. He's sort of reminiscing on this very huge memoir of his love life that really sort of like takes him back to the good old days, making him feel nostalgic. And he's realizing just how deep of a connection they've built over the years and how it all just started in this freaking DeLorean. But yeah, I like the vocal work on this one, and I kind of like the guitar work and all that, and the drumming is pretty good as well. So I think I actually really give that one a thumbs up. Track number 6, Fancy Like. My greatest enemy. We meet again. Well, bring it on. What is champagne poppin' entertainment? I want to know what your version of that is. I mean, what did you upgrade from to Applebee's? Like, what, the freaking convenience store, like, on the highway? You know what? I think I'd rather go back to the DeLorean and hear about the shirts coming off. Double wide. Okay, I don't even want to know what that means. I don't even know if those would taste good together. Like, that just sounds gross. Oh, please, motorcycle. Make even louder noises so I don't have to hear this. Okay, so that was Capitalism, the country song, and I still hate it just as much as ever. I don't like the production. I don't like the singing performance. I don't like the lyrics especially. I don't like anything about it. I absolutely hate it, and I think I made the right choice to put it at number 1 on my worst list. So that's all I have to say. Let's move on. Track number 7, Craig, featuring Mercy Me. Got a drowned out electric guitar, and this beat is something that he is experimenting with. This is a very intense song for a story about going to church. Okay, we're kind of switching up the beat a little bit. Okay, and then we get the intense electric guitar again. I still can't believe he has 6 kids. Like, holy crap, dude. You really a lover boy. Like, he's singing these lyrics rapidly, almost as if he's freaking Eminem. I think this is Mercy Me. I'm not entirely sure. I've never listened to them, so that's my best guess. Now we got the church choir coming in. Craig really hit him up on the song. Okay, so that was Craig, and there's some interesting things going on with this song. He seems to be singing about a friend from church that he met there, and, you know, he's done him a lot of good favors, like help his kids stay buckled up in the car, and cheer on his son at his Little League game. It's kind of weird how he keeps switching up the production. Like, at first it sounds very gritty and intense, but then it becomes very edifying and very joyful and graceful and all that shit. But yeah, it seems kind of neat in a way. I don't really have much to say beyond that, but, you know, it is what it is. Track number 8, What You Don't Wish For. Okay, sort of liking this guitar composition. I mean, you know, you kind of have that sort of cleared up. Maybe one day you two can star in an Applebee's commercial. Oh my god, don't tell me he quoted M. Night Shyamalan. No. Don't connect yourself to that movie. I guess the electric guitar is pretty neat, you know. Has a nice sound to it. Okay, so that was What You Don't Wish For, and yeah, it has a nice sentiment to it. I think it's pretty fine. It's your typical follow your dreams, wish upon a star, don't give up children kind of song. It's pretty basic, honestly. It doesn't really, like, go for much in, like, taking risks. But yeah, I think it's an okay song, so don't really have much to say, so we can just keep moving forward. Track number 9, Country Stuff, featuring Jake Owen. Okay. Feeling a little bit lighthearted right now with the country guitar. I mean, I like Chairs Are Rockin' Full too. Honestly, we relate to each other on that level. Well, I mean, what are you gonna name your next children? Golden and Monkey? I mean, I like regular hot tea, but, you know, to each his own. I mean, you can say it on Spotify. Okay, so, Country Stuff. Yeah, that one is a pretty funny song. It's him just being all laid back and whatnot, him singing about the things he likes as a countryman, like his guitar strings, his sweet tea, his makeout sessions on the hood of his cars. And of course, Jake Owen buddies up with him and sort of joins in on the fun, and, you know, he seems to be having a good time himself. Yeah, I don't think there was too much to go into with this song. It's just him listing off a bunch of country cliches and sort of like painting a picture of what the lifestyle is like. So, yeah, we can just move on. Track number 10, I Hope You Miss Me. This seems to be a much older song that was released about 2 years ago. So, let's see how it sort of meshes with his current style. This kind of puts me in a bit of a good spirit. Joyous guitar. He really loves to name drop cars. like, Jesus Christ. You love to see like a huge car, man. God, baby, you never get over me. You always beautiful to me. Ah, she's gonna find her big break in Hollywood. Just like how you found your big break in country. Selfishly, I hope you miss me. Like, I appreciate the bluntness, so. Ooh, I kind of like this outro a little bit. I kind of like how it's structured. Okay, so that was I Hope You Missed Me, and yeah, it was a much sadder song than I expected. Those first 10 seconds sort of got me thinking otherwise. But yeah, it's him singing about how he wishes nothing but success for his ex, who is like currently working in Hollywood. I don't know if this is about a specific actress. I'll be really intrigued to know if it is, because if so, I really want him to spill the tea on who this is directed towards. But yeah, I like the production. It's sort of very somber in a way. It's very laid back. Nothing too epic when it comes to the sound. But yeah, it sounds really nice, really pleasing to the ears. I don't know if I would use the word selfishly in this kind of song. Maybe just say, but really, I hope you miss me. So, but yeah, you know, it's just a whatever kind of song, you know. It's pretty nice. Track number 11, Briefcase, featuring Lori McKenna. I know, like, he has to go off and make money for the family. Unbelievable. Ooh, Lori is offering some good backing vocals right here. Like, dang. You singing, girl. Yeah, it's like you matured a little bit and you kind of understood things from his perspective, you know? I try to cheer them up even though the problem was caused by me. And I really like how the guitar is very present within this tune. Okay, so that was Briefcase, and yeah, I actually kind of like the sentiment of that one. It's him sort of singing about how he sees a lot of himself in his father and how they seem to sort of like share this connection with each other now that he's fully matured and has his own kids. And I kind of like the part where he's singing about how like he's trying to cheer up his children even when, you know, they're really annoyed with him. And how he's always picking up his guitar and they're like begging for him to stop and just leave the music be for a while and just spend time with them. And Lori McKenna offers some really great backing vocals. Like, she does a wonderful job playing Walker Hayes' assistant in this tune. But yeah, I sort of like how very calming and soft it is. It's a very relaxing sort of song, reflecting on, you know, maturing and getting into adulthood. It's a really nice song, and it's a good highlight for the album. Track number 12, Make You Cry. Okay, we got a bit of a pop mix going on right here. Okay. Oh, we got a little young Shawn Mendes trying to serenade the teenage girls. I love to make you cry. That's maybe not the best line to open up with on a chorus. I just love ruining your makeup, sweetie. Like, when all that eyeshadow and eyeliner is just washing off, like, it touches my heart. Okay, I dig this guitar solo a little bit. Just let them flow like the river. Yeah, we're just kind of relaxing. We're sort of vibing with this outro. Okay, so that was Make You Cry, and yeah, that one I think is pretty fine. I think I actually kind of really like that one, in fact. Although I really don't know if I enjoy the sentiment that much when he says, I love to make you cry. Like, being taken out of context, those lyrics can be pretty questionable. I mean, it's good that he likes how his music can really hit a chord with his wife, but I don't know about saying, I love to make you cry. It's sort of like to make her happy cry, of course, but I don't know. I don't know about that. But yeah, the instrumentation here is really nice. I sort of like how loving it is, how sentimental it is. You can really hear the affection shine through, and the guitar work is really nice. And yeah, I think it's a pretty good song. And now we have our closing track, so let's see how Walker Hayes is gonna send everything off. Track number 3, What If We Did, featuring Carly Pearce. Okay. I'm liking the guitar work. Carly's vocals are nice to listen to. Lady, you looking like heaven. You don't need no wings because your face is shining like the sun. Ooh, kind of like that guitar work right there. I mean, I think you had a lot more than a couple of kids. Ooh, Carly Pearce. Send me to church. Ooh, Carly. A chance at forever only happens never. That is a very poetic line. It might be my favorite in the album. Ooh, I kind of like this bridge right here. It's really like high in emotion. And I kind of like this echoing outro right here. Really sort of like giving that a really spacious feel. Okay, so that is What If We Did, and yeah, I would say that's actually a really good song to end the record on. Here we have Walker sort of saying to his sweetheart, or a supposed potential sweetheart, singing about how they could have a really great life together, and you could picture it now. It could be perfect. We'll have a swing set and a dog and a couple of children, and it'll be so glorious to live through. And the production does a really good job at reflecting that sort of sentiment, with the way it sort of has this very like affectionate feel to it, and this really spacious vibe. And of course, Carly Pearce. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Beautiful vocals. You really bring something. Like, you might be playing the wife or something, I don't know, but you really did give it your A game here. But yeah, it's a really sweet song to end the record on, and I really gotta give props to Walker for actually having a nice little sentiment right there. And with that, I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna let the record sit with me. I'll come back later after I've listened a second time, so bear with me. Alright, I am back, and I'm ready to give you my final thoughts on Walker Hayes' Country Stuff, the album. Well, I gotta say, this wasn't the torture that I thought it was gonna be. This album does have its moments, and I can sense the talent that Walker possesses. Surprisingly, he can actually be funny on purpose, like on AA and You Girl. He really does have that dad energy going on, and he clearly wants to create songs that him and his family can have a good time with. It does really make you wonder that if Fancy Like didn't become his big breakout hit, he could have been taken a lot more seriously as a country artist. It's pretty sad how it took a TikTok trend about fast food to really put him in the spotlight. With all that said, he does have a few questionable writing choices, like putting in lyrics such as "Do life with you" and "I love making you cry." Sometimes I feel like his vocal performance could be a lot stronger, even if Walker himself admits that he's not the best singer in the game. And of course, we have more product placement, from John Deere to Bath and Body Works to Honda, like so many different products. Honestly, I don't see him as big of a fool as I once did, but overall this album is just pretty average for me. I give Country Stuff, the album, a 6 out of 10. My favorite songs would have to be DeLorean, Briefcase, and What If We Did. My least favorites would have to be Fancy Like, Country Stuff, and Drinking Songs. And you know, since Walker Hayes managed to put out a pretty decent record, I think I'm gonna take his advice. Have to do this in complete secrecy. Okay, right here we got our Oreo shake with straw and everything. I kind of like the flavor, honestly. And here we have our main course. It is sizzling hot, served with some onions and mashed potato. Okay. Not a bad flavor. It's rich with its spices and whatnot, and its seasoning. So I think I sort of dig it. This trip was totally worth $35 and 20-degree weather. well, that was quite the adventure. But yeah, thank you guys so much for joining me on this album listen. This was a bit of a challenge, but I think we managed to take it. If you want to follow me on social media, be sure to check out my Twitter, my Twitch, and my TikTok. The links are going to be in the description. And be sure to check me out on Patreon as well. You can give me some great support in return for some great rewards. But I think that's where we're going to wrap up. My name is Gabriel Jones, and the sun may be setting, but I hope you were able to soak up those drops. Take care.